All is well. Welcome to the Black and Gold Hour podcast. This is your host, Merv, and thank you guys for tuning in today. This is the podcast for Saints fans by a Saints fan. And today I brought my boy Harry back on the show.
Back in the building, back in the
baby. And if you remember, he was here last episode to talk about the Saints and Detroit game. What we expected to see, what we wanted to see, what players would shine, and what happened on the field. So if you guys missed it, the Saints won 39-25 against the Detroit Lions. We can all kind of exhale in the Saints community just for a little bit because the Saints do play Monday night against the Los Angeles Chargers. So let's take this time and kind of figure out what we saw on the field, what we liked. Are the Saints headed in the right direction? What do they do about these injuries? We're going to break it all down today. First question that I kind of have is, I know I started off the show by saying we could exhale.
Oh, Lord, I'm waiting for the question, boy. Because honestly, I have a feeling the question you about to ask me. But go ahead, answer the question. That's the question.
Are you impressed with this win? Like, how are you feeling about this win? I mean, it was the Detroit Lions, as people are saying. Detroit, they like to compete, but how do you feel about this win?
Honestly, y'all, okay, I'm going to need every Saints fan to understand it because I said this plenty of times. Matter of fact, I tweeted about it on Twitter. So I need everybody to understand this right now. That win wasn't for nobody but for us. That win was huge for us because it gave us a new identity. That traced us back to 2017. Remember when we was hitting everybody, like everybody eat, who was Arnold? Who was players like that, undrafted players was eating.
Right.
Everybody was getting the ball.
Right.
Everybody was. Traquan, a player who nobody thought that was going to go off, went off.
Balling. He went crazy.
And turkey. He lost his mind. Traquan went ham, y'all. Okay. That man showed up, bro.
For a quick second, I want to take the time to say I was on Traquan, kind of like how Mark Ingram's kind of started off slow. Traquan started off slow, and I was one of the fans who I wasn't on the Traquan Smith hype train.
I wasn't either.
I'm man enough to say that, hey, he was balling. And now that I know, I kind of feel like we're starting to see why his game started off slow, because he's a speedy guy, actually. So getting him the ball on those outside routes was really beneficial. I'm starting to see like kind of how he works, and I don't know if that works per se with the Saints' old style of football. But now that they have this new identity, like Harry was saying, I think
honestly, bro,
I think he gonna be on.
Yes, man. Honestly, Traquan he's a mixture of, like, he got speed, but he is a physical receiver, y'all.
Correct.
Like, did y'all see? I saw how physical he was when he was battling. Because, granted, Drew Brees threw the ball late. He did.
Mm-hmm.
When that corner route by the end, he threw the ball late because he was well out of his break. Like, he pivot. He came out his route and was waiting on the ball.
Right.
That allowed that cornerback to catch up, which he did. That showed the physicality of Traquan Smith, y'all.
He don't know how to make an easy catch. It has to be
the ball and was bobbing it, man, with the arm, with the cornerback arm inside his arm trying to get the ball, and he still felt in physicality, man.
Remember that catch against the Eagles?
Oh, bro.
That catch against the Eagles? When Drew Brees was trying to break the record? No, break the record.
No, man. That catch against the Ravens. The Raiders was a better example. This man, 3 tackles.
Look, Traquan, the fumble recovery, that alone get the game ball for me if I'm the coach. He look, dinner on me if I'm the coach. The catches that he made were critical were critical catches. I think the third down play in the fourth quarter, that was huge. That basically closed the game essentially. So that was a big play. How do you feel about the play of go ahead?
No, but wait, excuse me. But here's the twister though. I would not give Tre'Quan the game ball. I would give Emmanuel Sanders the game ball. Drew Brees and Emmanuel Sanders finally got chemistry. They was on sync the whole game.
Right.
And here's what I really need for everybody to understand. When you finally got synced with your second wide receiver, when your first wide receiver is out, your second and third and fourth wide receiver, and you got synced with all of them, Michael Thomas is basically two receivers in one.
Right.
You that receiver back this week, along with all the chemistry that you got with other players, y'all, watch how deadly we're about to be. And then you got AK, who's playing out of his mind this year. AK might be the offensive player of the year right now, bro. This man is ranked fourth in total yards, in receiving yards. He's beating some receivers.
He's beating wide receivers.
Yo,
the only thing that's
AK might be the offensive player of the year. Hands down. Look, and this might be the first time ever that we have a back-to-back Saints player that wins offensive player of. Name one team that ever did that. Name one team. I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait.
There ain't nobody.
I can only name one for defense, and that was the Baltimore Ravens when Ray Lewis and Avery won them back-to-back.
That's that. When you talk about them, you talking about greatness. That's great. AK offensive player of the year. If he was playing a quarterback position, he would be MVP. Like, there's nobody playing better football than him right now. There was times where you could say, even though he's on the divisional team, you could say maybe C-Mac was playing at a better pace than him, but AK at this point is the best running back in the league. Dalvin Cook is balling too. If you want to shout out somebody else.
Okay, look.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Let's be real. Okay. AK is balling.
Okay.
Let's be real, dude. AK is balling. Okay, he's balling.
Right.
But he's not the best running back. Okay, a running back that can put his head down and run, and that has talent around him. Well, not talent, but talent in himself to make plays.
Right.
It's not. AK is all around.
What best running back? He's the best performing running back right now. He may not be the best in your opinion, but is he performing the best out of all the running backs in the league? I mean, Saquon, he hurt, but that boy is different.
Saquon can't even be in the conversation because he's hurt. So he's CMC, he's not doing he's out too. He's not doing what AK is doing now.
Who you got?
CMC is running more between the tackles rather than honestly, dude. What I think of running back was I think of somebody who's going to put there, who's literally just there to run the ball. AK does way much more than that. He's outside line and slot. You know what I'm saying? He's catching the ball. He's doing this, doing that. AK is the best at what he do. CMC is more of a put your head down running back that can also catch.
Right.
You know, that's what AK is the best at what he do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what I can compare him to, not many people know who he is, but the Oakland Raiders, that running back, I know you know what I'm talking about. The great. Come on, man. Think, bro. Think, man.
Oakland Raiders.
The Oakland Raiders, dog. The running back. Number 32. Who is that?
Oh, I'm blanking. Dang.
Marcus. Come on, man.
No. I'm blanking right now. Go ahead. You take that one.
All right. Look. A little bit of OJ, because OJ did that too, yeah.
Marshall Faulk for sure.
Look, bottom line is that there's nobody that's doing what he's doing now. Bottom line. Now, the biggest thing that we need to have right now is a defense meeting. We need to gel on defense. I need for Jenkins to get in his space that we need him to be in, bruh. Okay, because he's all over the place, man. He's all over the place right now.
Who?
Okay?
Malcolm. Mm-hmm.
I move over to defense because offense is not really a problem now, man. Because offense is straight.
Right.
We got back. He's hungry. Marcus Thomas is hungry, bro. Like that man tweeting some rap lyrics, son. Like some old rap lyrics, man. Talking about hunger and all. That man is hungry.
We've been listening to too much No Limit, bro. He going crazy with it.
Because he was just caught Master P the other day, bro.
He gotta go crazy.
No.
You gotta go crazy if you're talking about Master P. You
gotta go crazy, man.
Look, and it was a blessing in disguise. Having him out, Drew Brees obviously had no confidence in anybody, but all it takes is one game, and that confidence is going to be there.
Was that game, bro? That game was not. That game wasn't a statement. Well, it was a statement, but it was a statement more for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get over this hump.
Right.
That we cannot we cannot make an offense go around one person.
Right.
If that one person is covered, who else you going to throw the ball to when you have chemistry with that one person? That game open it up for everybody to eat. Now, who are you going to cover now? Who?
So we're going to be thinking about this game. We will be, I guarantee, 10 weeks from now, we're going to be thinking about this game. We're going to be like, thank God for this game.
The game for us. That game, exactly. Right there,
mm-hmm.
Honestly, when Michael Thomas come back and we keep doing what we did against the Lions, how we spread the ball around, we can beat the Chiefs, man. We can beat the Chiefs, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We can beat the Chiefs, man. I'm telling you, bro.
We can so we can beat the Chiefs. Offense, we cool with the offense. Let's switch to the defense. I got a question for you straight off the bat that we kind of talked about last week, but now it's becoming more evident. And I know the analysis say one thing, but I don't care about analysis that much. I don't really care about the stats. I'm worried about what I see on the field.
Right.
I'm going with the hot hand, just like we do in basketball. Marcus Davenport, likely to play this upcoming week. Sean Payton mentioned on the coaches show that he's looking good and ready to come back soon. They say he's faster. They say he's more athletic. They say he's a work in progress. He's more athletic than Trey Hendrickson. So my question is, we see how Trey Hendrickson balling. Are you taking Marcus Davenport you putting him on the field for Trey Hendrickson? Because I know that his ceiling might be higher, but at the same time, I'm not taking Trey Hendrickson off the field. I'm not. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's like having a great player on your basketball team. He's cold, and you got a bench player that's hitting everything. It's like, do I go with the hot hand right now? Then when he cool off, but I know football is a little different.
It is a little different. I got to see first, man. Like Trey, he can't play every snap. Okay, he's gonna be tired.
Is he a starter?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. I can't just right off the bat put Davenport starting over Henderson, man. You see, Henderson, he got more sacks than Cam Jordan right now. Henderson is balling. I can't put him over him, man.
Right.
But I just gotta test him, man, because we wasted draft picks drafting him, man. Like he's a first round draft pick, son. So he got to develop. You know what I'm saying? So it's bro. I hate wasting draft picks, man. Okay, literally every draft pick that we drafted on has been gems, except for one person. Can you name that person?
Over the last 3 years?
5 years.
Over the last 5 years.
Member number 4? 44?
I remember Stanley Jean Baptiste. No.
No, bro. Number 44.
44. What, he play special teams?
No, bro. At the end, bro. He was. I cannot.
44.
No, he was a Kikaka, some of that.
Oh, yeah, Kikaha. He was, but
he was a bus. He was a bus, a straight bus.
He was a bus, but the thing about Kikaha is he'll make like one play a game, but overall, yeah, he was a bust. He was a bust.
Oh man, this man was a first round draft pick, man.
Stephon Anthony might be.
Oh, I forgot about Stephon Anthony. Yes, bro, that was a horrible pick for us, man.
Yeah, he was bad. Every corner until Marshawn Lattimore, bad. Hey, look, they didn't have some bad draft picks in the Sean Payton, Drew Brees era,
man,
for sure. But I don't know how to really is. I don't want to call him a bust because he ain't been on the field enough for me to say that. Marcus Davenport, like he is.
He's hold on. I'm saying that he needs to be developed because I hate wasting draft picks. So
how many more injuries you gonna give him though?
Huh?
How many more injuries you gonna give him? Because he's
injuries. No, bro. He literally hurt the same injury every year. Like it's the same injury every year.
It's like,
every year.
I mean, at what point do you? Well, we also have another player on our team who gets injured a lot, but he a beast, Teron Armstead. That's a Hall of Famer right there.
Armstead, man, he is the most consistent lineman that we ever. Armstead, man, is the glue that holds this whole offensive line together. Okay.
Well, okay. You feel that way. How you feel? You think at this point in Armstead's career, he's more valuable than Ramczyk?
Ooh.
Cause Ramczyk, his next contract about to be filthy. That's all. It's about to be.
Okay. Let me say this first, okay? We have the best tackle duo in the league by far. Like there's nobody that is even close to us. You talking about the first game of the season on his debut, his debut, talking about someone who shut down J.J. Watt by himself with no help. But
he a lineman. He's
matter of fact, everybody who's watching this now, go look up the highlights against the Saints in the Texas. Watch this man shut down J.J. Watt. Cause look, it was Armstead on Clowney shut down. It was Ramczyk on Watt shut down. I'm talking about no sacks at all. And what was funny that I remember so much, okay? I remember it so much. Ramczyk was playing with Watt. He made him seem like he had a little alley. But that was the hole that he would use to make way for AK. AK went through that hole, man, touchdown.
Look, Ram got it all. Like, that's the he a lineman, so we ain't paying attention. But that's the equivalent of a rookie quarterback coming in there against the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick defense, and throwing for 4 TDs and this dude. But we saw what happened when he went out the game. Like, woo, we was running all over them. Once he left, And what was it? Greenwich came in. He a backup. I'm not gonna.
I think it was who was number 50? Who was number 50?
It
I don't know who it was, man.
It
Was just he looked timid, and they used that dude. Like Drew Brees didn't what he did. Actually, bro, it was that guard. Remember that guard that was just like he was confusing. Oh my God, Brees got ate up.
Luckily, we had the lead, and we kind of had the momentum of the game.
Matter of fact, why do we do that? Why do we get that lead and start being conservative? Like they can't just come back and score points. Like this is completely off topic, but why do we do that?
That's okay. Let's start off with the offense on why we did that. That game, well, that game, I blame that on Ram. I feel like if we had Ram, we would have
easily blown them.
Yeah, like, but in the past, I think we tend to get away from what's working. We got the lead and we still passing the ball. I think we're shortening. The clock is still stopping. We're still running out of bounds. It's the little things that we're not doing when we have the leads. On the defensive side of the ball, I was more impressed with the defensive line than I was the first 3 weeks. I mean, they still don't blow me away right now as much as potential as I think they have, but the defensive line played better. I mean, Cam got a sack. I don't know why we give away the leads. I think it's just Saints football at this point. I have no idea.
No, but I'm saying though, man, look, Ramczyk is due for a huge contract extension, but obviously we can't pay him now, man. So we're gonna pick up his 5th-year contract and Lattimore 5th-year contract and pay them both later on. And maybe we can pick up Marcus Williams 5th year, because all the money that we had, man, went to Cam Jordan, it went to Michael Thomas, and went to AK. All that money is coming from next year. Because no. Michael Thomas' money came from this year because his contract was expired, so they came from this year.
Right.
Last year it came from Cam Jordan. Next year it's going to be AK money. You know what I'm saying? We're about to be in the hole, y'all.
I think Taysom due to $12 million next year because he got $4 million this year. Yeah, he due for $12 million too.
Yo, we finna be in the hole.
Hey, we always in the hole. Mickey Loomis makes things happen. I don't know if we're gonna be able to.
No, bro.
Marcus Williams gonna have to go.
Yo,
get a big deal though.
Whoa.
If you got to pick between Ram, Marshawn,
oh no, this man,
and Marcus Williams. Look, that's why Von Bell left. We couldn't afford Von Bell. We wouldn't have okay. So if you got to pick one to eliminate out of Ram, Marshawn, and Marcus Williams, who you letting go? Because you know whoever you we're not letting Ram go, so that ain't even an option. Marshawn or Marcus Williams. Look, you don't want to let Marcus go. I mean,
okay, wait, hold on. If I gotta let somebody go because I can't pay him,
yeah, because we can't pay him.
I'm trading him.
Who? Marcus Williams.
Marcus Williams.
What is he worth?
He's worth a
second, at least a second and a third. At least
no, bro. Matter of fact, I would trade him to the Giants, man.
Why they got a lot of draft capital or something?
Nah, give me a player.
Who?
Give me a player, man.
Off the who?
Yes, bro. Jaleel Peppers, man. Give me him. Give me him. Or I don't know, man. I mean, I probably sign ha.
But I mean, how is he? He kind of up there, ain't he?
Nah, he like 28.
28. I like Marcus Williams. I mean, I know who that nation.
Or
We have our issues, but Marcus Williams is a baller. Like he makes some errors, but he's a baller.
or just trade him to the Cardinals, man, and a pick for Patrick Peterson.
That experiment again. Man, I was hyped. I remember that.
Hey.
Boy, I was going crazy. I was like, yo, if we get him
back. That Pete, son.
Look.
And look. Don't y'all think that Pat Pete ain't Pat Pete no more, son. He's still fast, still locking down, still all that. He's 32, granted. But he's still locking down. Don't ever think that. Meanwhile, Sherman over there, he's 35. Sherman is old, boss. Sherman is old, man.
He was still balling last year, though, with the
yes.
He was balling. Look, Patrick Peterson got the greatest. Patrick Peterson has the greatest recovery speed I have ever seen in my time of watching football. I ain't watched Deion, so I can't say.
I watched Deion.
You think Deion's recovery speed is?
Deion don't need recovery speed because he's never beat.
Facts.
Deion didn't need recovery speed, man. Deion was like waiting on you to catch up.
Exactly.
So he's like right here. The dude was like right here. So he come back on a dive, he's gonna turn around. Oh, pick six.
Look, Pat, that would be nice. I was very excited when that was going on.
Everybody was, dude. Pat Pete. Matter of fact, I was watching when Deion Sanders was sharing his opinion of it. He was like, "If we go trade for Patrick Peterson, we going to the Super Bowl, man." I was like, "Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!"
I was campaigning. If it was a way to campaign, I was like, dude, do whatever you got to do to get this man. I don't care. As long as they don't touch these offensive pieces, I don't care who got to walk out the building. Get him in Saints jersey.
Yo.
And it just didn't work out.
But they was on one accord too, because Patrick Peterson, man, look, he wanted to leave.
Right.
That he wanted to leave.
Right.
And there's like, wait, hold on. Come back here over here and talk with us. So at this he said, I want to say in Arizona, this a great. Come on, man.
Well, Arizona had more money than the Saints, and that always tends to be the case. They just had more money at the end that the Saints aren't gonna pay at that end of the day. The Saints don't really pay people. Michael Thomas, that deal is still impressive to me because I can't remember the time where the Saints really paid somebody other than Drew Brees, of course.
Wait, hold on, Jimmy Graham.
Who?
Jimmy Graham.
He had to fight. That was a whole. he wanted to be a wide receiver. They
exactly.
My man went to court. Like he wanted to be a tight end. He wanted wide receiver money, but they tried to make him. They said he was only a tight end. But Jimmy deserved wide receiver money for what he brought, the excitement that he brought to the Saints team during that time. I mean, honestly, that loss to the 49ers is probably the worst loss that I've ever seen. That hurt more than the last 3 years, honestly.
And Roman Harper cost us the game. How you bit hard when Vernon Davis made that cut across the middle and you bit right there and you had to double back and catch up against it's Vernon Davis. He's the best tight end in the league at the time.
Still can't stop a tight end. It's been 10 years. They still can't. I don't know what it is.
He made it at the goal line and he rolled in the come on. I was like, I know you lied.
We would have played the Giants at home in the NFC Championship. We would have blew them out. We would have blown. They was a wild card team anyway, but they was balling. But we would have
smacked the Giants, man, because Darren Sproles was on another level.
I mean, the helmet on Pierre Thomas in the 49ers game,
Yes.
I watched that on TV. That was, I mean, there's been a lot of good defenses since I've been watching football. That might be the hardest hitting team I've seen in my
Patrick Willis.
That 49ers defense was hitting. They would have they wouldn't make it in today's football. They would have
got flagged every time.
Every time. DJ Swearinger, he's smacking dudes up too, but like he don't care. He don't care what year.
No, he don't care at all. Like, see, that's what I don't understand about football. See, okay, I get it. Okay, I get that the NFL is trying to save their money because all these lawsuits and everything.
Right.
But all these draft picks, all these new dudes that come in the NFL, why not make them sign a waiver?
Saying what?
Like, sign a contract, sign that waiver saying that you understand that this sport can cause you major injuries. Sign that waiver and you're good to go. If you don't sign a waiver, you can't play football, period.
I think it's more so about entertainment because it's never been about the players. You know how the NFL is. I think they would rather protect the players. We'd rather watch a game with Drew Brees and Tom Brady versus Garrett Grayson and whoever, you know what I'm saying, Ryan Fitzpatrick. So it's really about their viewership and getting their entertainment right. But it's still a dangerous sport to today. But some players, I heard something that said DJ Swearinger, players like that are definitely in the wrong era because
Swearinger, man, he got that mentality. Like, if you come across the middle, son, I'm taking your head off.
If we would have had him against the Raiders, Waller, he would have been fine. We would have had Waller contained, but he ain't play. They brought PJ Williams back instead, but
okay. let's go back on that game, bro, against the Lions, man. And let's talk about the defense for a minute. So overall, man, PJ and Patrick really, really did their job, man. Like, PJ wasn't really PJ. Or one time, PJ was PJ one time when he was burnt deep.
Oh, in the beginning of the game. Yeah.
He was burnt.
When we went down 14-0, that's when we went down 14-0, and I was like...
No, bro, after that, too. After that, like, he was burnt deep. Like, who it was? I don't know who it was, but he was just like, he was burnt. He was like 5 yards back. He was burnt. Okay? But overall, man, they did their job, man. They kept everything in front of them for the most part. Overall, man, I give our defense, I give them a C+, B-. Overall, like, based on what we played like, man, I give them a C+, B-.
I give them a B. Yeah, I'm gonna give them no minus, no plus, just a B. Why I say that? They had to stay up. Most of them didn't sleep because of COVID. The COVID.
Oh, facts! I forgot about that.
The 6-7 injuries. Then the people who got injured on the field, like Teron Armstead, Ram. So, I mean, Teron did come back, but at the same time, it's like they dealt with a lot. And of course, the NFL wasn't gonna postpone the game because the NFL doesn't want to see the Saints win. So,
want to see them.
So, most of them stayed up all night. We didn't find out until like, was it 1 o'clock in the morning? They got a game at 1. So I give them a B. They played well. Patrick Robinson balled out. He balled. PJ Williams balled out. CD Deuce balling. He was balling. Malcolm Jenkins, he gave up some plays. He did get mossed a couple times.
Some plays.
But he made some good run stops that really saved the game. But yeah, he did get mossed. Can I vent real quick about something for the Saints? In Pop Warner football, at a young age, you learn as a corner, as a DB, to turn your head around. I had to tweet this during the game. No, it don't matter who it is. It don't matter if it's Marshawn. It don't matter if it's Janoris Jenkins. It don't matter if it's Patrick Robinson.
You're supposed to put your hand on the dude and look for the ball like this, and then go up like that, and get like not like to turn the ball like, oh, like come on, man.
Don't nobody turn their head around on this in the secondary. Nobody. I mean, you know how many interceptions and deflections could we have had over the last 4 or 5 years if people just turn their head around?
Honestly, bro, Marcus Williams could have had that pick, son.
I don't know what that was.
Had his head up and looked around.
Mm-hmm.
It was a free pick, son.
And it was it was like a lofted ball on top of that. I mean, yeah.
It was perfect, man. Like, it was like a pop ball. You know how in baseball, it little pop up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But look, overall, man, the Saints is about to be really, really, really deadly.
And the schedule, the Saints, I mean, if you believe in statistics, anybody can win any given Sunday. They do have like, I think second to last, like the second easiest schedule going forward. So they can really regroup, get in the stride.
Bro, wait, the easiest schedule?
Second easiest schedule going forward. Not now, not the first 4, but going forward. I think it's the Chargers.
We got the right. The G's, man.
Yeah, that's only one game, but at home, and that's at home.
Yeah, but it's
that ain't gonna be. Well, we might have. You don't think the fans will be there by the Chiefs game?
Honestly, man, the way that things is set up, bro. Nah, I don't think that we're about to have any home games that fans. Like we have to be in phase 4 for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we are not. We just touched phase 3. Just touched it.
Okay.
I don't know.
That game, well, actually, going into the Chargers game, and I got an episode coming out towards the end of the week, so I'll get into that. But Justin Herbert, if y'all watch the highlights from him of this past weekend, that boy got an arm. That boy, he has an arm. Like, so hopefully we safety play Marcus Williams. They're gonna be tested. They're gonna be tested this week, but
no, bro, Jenkins is gonna be tested. So, because like they know. Actually, brother, they got 2 good receivers, man. They got Williams and they got the other dude over there, number 13. I forgot his name.
Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm. Both people gotta be in their bag, son. They're both like 6'4". Jenkins is 5'11". I mean, no. Yeah, he's 5'11".
Nobody on our. We don't have any taller secondary players. So
this tells me that, man, look, our first round pick next year cannot be nothing but a cornerback. I'm talking about a real deal shut down cornerback, a real dog. We need a cornerback. That's the only piece. Because, like, honestly, man, we find ourselves trying to find these little low names, these no names trying to fit the biggest role of defense, and they don't be fully like. We spend more time trying to find the other piece rather than go in a draft and find. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. Like,
I mean, Cesar Ruiz, he was a good pick though. I mean, you got to protect Drew Brees. You got to run the ball. If you in win now mode, I think with the Saints, with their draft this year, they were more focused on the future versus us fans. We like, look, it's been 3 years. We should have at least 1 or 2 of these things, right? 2 of these trophies. Like, we thinking like we need this corner, but they're thinking like, okay, when Breeze is gone, we're going to need an offensive line and we're going to need this, that, and the third. But as a fan, I'm on your side. I'm like, look, that 2018 Super Bowl we were supposed to have last year could have had it. Nobody's beating us but ourselves. So, you know, I get what you're saying. I think a corner in the future is going to be a necessity. You got to keep going. I'm going to DBU. I'm going to Ohio State every time. That's what I'm.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wait. Who you said that was DBU?
Ohio State. Or are you talking about, or Florida? Is it Florida State in your head? Who DBU, bro? Who is DBU?
LSU, bro. LSU, bro. That's the real.
The people, okay. The people they put out are greater. They put out like great people, but I think Ohio State put out like more numbers, more numbers. But LSU, the few people they put out is crazy.
Name your top 5 DBs that came out of Ohio State. Go. I'll wait.
Marshawn, Marcus Williams. No, Marcus Williams didn't come out of Ohio State.
No.
Marshawn, your boy. The
you can name them.
No, see on the Black and Gold Hour podcast, we just be talking. When I come back with the list, I'm dropping it at the bottom of the video. We just be talking.
Hey. Look. Meanwhile, LSU, Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu, Morris Claiborne, Tre'Davious White. Come on, man. Derek Stingley about to come out the draft. Like, what you talking about, man?
Look, all I'm going to say is this. LSU puts out the greatest of talent, but the numbers of how many people out of Ohio State coming out of the secondary and they looking good and they getting drafted, more consistent numbers. But LSU, the players are greater. Obviously, Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu, you see what he doing out in Kansas City. I mean, he about to change. He changing the whole defense. So, I mean, yeah. Let me do my research on that because I don't want to talk out of turn. But both programs are they
now look. I can't even say that. Nope, nothing. I can't even say that.
All right. So, to wrap up the show, I kind of want to ask you, I started out the show asking you, were you impressed with this game? Based on what you've seen, based on what we saw last week, and, with the injury, Michael Thomas might be coming back sooner rather than later. Your projection still pretty high for the New Orleans Saints?
Oh, actually, bro, it got higher. It got higher, man. Last game was huge. That was a huge game, man. And it, not for us, but psychologically going forward, that was a huge game. That game right there gave everybody the confidence that they needed, especially Brees. Because Brees didn't have no faith in none of the receivers.
Mm-hmm.
If I can recall, only one person caught the ball in the last 4 games. My bad. In the last 2 games, only one person besides Alvin Kamara has caught the ball, and that was Tre'Quan Smith. Brees then had no confidence. Now that game would be Brees almost dropped 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Wait, no, two touchdowns, right? 2 touchdowns?
Through 2 touchdowns. Kamara had 1.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Right. Okay, so that showed a lot of confidence, man. And you hit everybody else, man. Everybody, bro, that showed confidence. And now the main piece is coming back. I have the Saints winning 35-24. Defense will come up with a stop.
Against the Chargers.
I got them 35-24.
Yep. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wait on mine because I'm gonna wait to see if Mike Thomas comes back. But we still got Jared Cook too. But see, this roster is scary. So I'm gonna wait. See if Mike Thomas comes back for sure. But I still think we win this next week pretty handily. I'll
All
give
right,
it to that.
all right. Look, if if Thomas come back 35-24, if he don't, 28-24.
Oh yeah. I still think it's a quite easy win. And I think 28-24, if it is that score, it won't define what happened in the game. I think that we'll still be in control most of the game. I think now what I want to see is I want to see the defensive, like I'm a big defensive line person. So I want to see defensive line, getting to the quarterback. I want to see a couple sacks now. Secondary, they got some injuries. If Marshawn is able to come back next week, want to see how he's performs because we kind of look at him right now, Who Dat Nation. We know he got a contract coming up. So we want to see him ball out for sure.
Man,
but
man.
How you feel about Marshawn? Go ahead.
This man, Marshawn, got to be more. He's like rocking the boat. Like he got to be more consistent, man. Like you cannot be in your bag only for a certain competition. Like you got to be constantly in your bag every single game, no matter who you playing against.
Right. I think I agree.
You can't even name the wide receiver from the Packers that was cooking him all game. You can't even name you can't even tell me his name. But let that be Julio Jones or Mike Evans. They ain't catching nothing.
It does. I was not on that way, but it does seem to be the case with him that if it's a big name player, he ready to play. But undrafted free agents, seem to have their way. So he definitely has to be more consistent if he's going to ask for top corner money.
Which he is.
Yeah, he's probably going to ask for it, and he'll probably
get it
if he balls out. We don't want to lose him. So the Saints in a tough spot, but he definitely, either way, for us to be successful, he has to play well. Janoris has to play well. Marcus Williams has to play well. And the defensive line has to play well. The sky is high for the team. I'm really relaxed. I was a little nervous going into this Detroit game, but I'm relaxed now. But before we wrap up the show, we had a Merv Speak segment last week, and I got a new one today. Something I've been thinking about, and personally in my life, sometimes I lay down at night and I'm tired. You might be exhausted. And that exhaustion feels good because you've done a lot of things. You feel like you've done a lot of things. But for the Merv Speak segment today, I kind of wanted to talk about how make sure you're making progress, because busyness does not equate to production and progress and what's right for you. Just because you're tired, just because you got a lot of tasks, doesn't mean that you're on the right steps to your purpose. So make sure you're taking time out to, discover that purpose and to you get that proper rest in order to make sure you're doing the right things that lead to your goal. Because busyness does not always equate to productivity. So that's something I'm learning, something I'm teaching myself, and something that I kind of thought about today as I, got off work, and I was like, man, I'm tired, but I accomplished this, that, third, and I'm asking myself at the end of the day, is all of those things really helping me get to be the man that I want to be or the man that I need to be? So definitely think about that as you guys go through life and your daily life, and you make those goals and those weekly goals lists, month, yearly things. Make sure that you're focused on productivity and not so much of being busy or, doing those things that kind of give us that empty temporary feeling. Make sure that you're focused on your productivity.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Like, honestly, man. Okay. Let me break this down to everybody. Okay. there really can't be no progress, man, unless you have faith in what you're doing. Okay. And this is just the fact that like and faith comes in the matter of, you know, actually praying and you getting insight and things that you need, and what comes out of that is your progress. You know, and what you doing and what you going through every day, that's progress, because it's in a way make you a better person, because it's showing you that what you're capable of doing. And I believe that's like God in a way of letting you know what you can become. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, so like so you're about to be tired and weary, you know, and that's fine. That's okay, you know. Mm-hmm. But in the long run, don't look back on something that you have regret over because you didn't do that because you were too tired.
Right.
You know, so in a way that you kind of have to like put that aside.
Right.
You know, mm-hmm. and keep your head down and keep moving, keep you 10 toes down, man. Because at the end of the day, who else is about to do it for you?
Nobody.
Like, you have goals that you want to accomplish. You have things that you want to accomplish. Like none of your family done. None of your family do. You have goals to be rich. You have goals to be successful in whatever you want to do. But you're not making progress. Progress is you not sleeping 8 hours a day. Progress is like me. Like I'm getting up out my bed at 3:30 in the morning to go to work at 4:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of me paying my bills, I'm investing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm tired. I'm doing that. I'm sowing seeds to where that when my harvest come back, I can reap the harvest, man.
Right.
Now, harvest, man, that's you being successful. That's you making progress and you growing every day, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to grow every day. So in a way, you got to look at, okay, if I'm not tired, then what am I doing? Because you can, so if you're not tired, man, at the end of the day, man, you're doing something wrong.
Very true. Very true.
Because it takes more energy to do right than do wrong. It's so easy. It's easy to do something wrong. It's easy to lie. It's easy to cheat. It's easy to steal. It's easy to do that. But it's harder to do what's right. It's harder to do something that is going to help you in the long run. It's harder. Mm-hmm. It has to be harder because nothing comes easy in this life. Nothing. Okay. Everything that you want in this life, but you got to work for it.
Right.
You got to put your head down. You got to have faith that what God put in you is going to come out of you and it's going to bring you to a place that you want to be.
Right.
That's not going to be easy. You got to dig, you got to claw, you got to climb, you got to do all the kind of stuff to make this breakthrough come in for you, not only just for you, but for your family, the family that you want to have, the people who you love. It's right. For them too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think of it as a good way that you're tired. That you can go home to your bed and you can lay down and you can regroup and all this other stuff and get up in the morning with the dedication that you need to get this day off. So I look at it as a blessing that you should be tired at the end of the day. Straight up.
Right. And so for this week's Murph Speaks segment, we talking about, you know, what we talked about this week, I mean, this episode and last episode is we want to make sure that we are headed towards our purpose, headed towards doing the things that we need to do for our families, for ourselves. Nobody gonna do it for us. And in that, you know, keep that faith. We're gonna keep faith in this Saints team. The Black and Gold Hour will be back and we'll go over the Saints versus the Chargers game, what to expect, who's injured, who's playing.
And bro, the Saints better be tired.
Everybody better be tired.
They better be tired, man.
I don't want to see nobody walking the streets. You better be asleep. But we're gonna talk about all of that. We're gonna talk about the Chargers. Harry, we're gonna have him back. You know, that's my boy, so we're gonna have him back all season. But this has been the Black and Gold Hour podcast. Thank you guys for listening. You guys have a great night. Be safe. Pray for those Saints.
All day.